We got a great show coming up for you today. We're talking more Xbox, Court. Go figure on the Xbox show. But we're going to talk about Xbox Game Pass memberships. There is an update on the way, and they're rolling out some new features and some discoverability. So let's get into the show. Let's go. Everybody, welcome to Xbox A. I'm your host, Matt, and the co-host joining me in his chair, the dapper one, Mr. Court Lalonde. What's up?
Dapper, considering I'm in my gym outfit and,
Gym
it is what it is. But I'm actually excited about this.
Talk to me, Daddy.
We were, thanks to our friends over at Xbox Canada, you're seeing this video at a different time than we're actually recording it, but we were given some news. Yeah, so we're doing this from the past. So Jesus, I feel like Marty McFly right now.
I figured you would say that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I had to. How can I not put a Back to the Future reference in anything I do? But we now know that the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members will be getting a really cool perk with their membership. And that will be that games that participate in this will be letting you, third-party games, play your games via your Xbox and the cloud. Yay. So this is something that I have always wanted because I don't necessarily play everything that's on Game Pass. There are games that I play at a third party. I know it's shocker, but these are facts. Matt himself, his game that he plays more than anything else in the world is WWE 2K. That is not on Game Pass.
No.
But now he knows that in the future, he can still play it via the cloud because he owns it. So let's get more into it. I'm gonna read a little excerpt that they've sent us. We're excited to share that later this year, it's our intent to roll out the ability for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members to play from the cloud, select games that they already own or have purchased outside the Game Pass library. They're also revealing the first details of Project Microsoft. If you all saw what I'm reading, you would all laugh because it's very not spelt the word Microsoft at all.
But is it, or is that the code name for the project? The way it is written in the press release is Project Moorcroft.
You know what? Sure.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm wrong. They're right. But it's still terrible.
It's still
terrible name.
Yeah, 100%.
A program that brings the fun and discovery of playing new, curated demos of upcoming games to Xbox Game Pass membership. Sounds very conveniently familiar to something we heard from PlayStation Plus.
Maybe.
The program will begin rolling out the next year, beginning with a focus on providing independent developers from around the world the more opportunities to build excitement to their games. So what I'm guessing is, and this is just me spitballing and guessing, the third-party people that were already going to be doing this for PlayStation, they were like, hey, can we just put that same demo that you made for PlayStation Plus on ours? And they were like, yeah, we like people to buy our game.
Like Ubisoft games?
Anything they're going to participating developers will be able to see how their demos perform and compensated, enabling them to bring their create and be compensated. I love the adding and be compensated because everybody always thinks that it's free, enabling them to bring their creativity to Xbox and reach new audiences with Game Pass. So what say you, Matt, from that information that I gave you? I'm turning it on. See what I did there? It's usually always you asking me the question.
And like you flipped it.
Give it to me.
Give it to you? I'll give it to you. All right. Well,
please don't.
I think it's great. For third-party games, like I'm even just flipping through even IGN's list of just like top third-party games. Ironically, everything's Call of Duty, but it's something we don't have to worry about. However, let's take something like Lego Star Wars and the Lego series itself. Third-party game, third-party franchise. When they roll out the next Lego Batman, for example, I would love that to be able to play a demo.
Gotham Knights.
Or, thank you, I was going to go down the whole of Batman. So let's just say we get Gotham Knights or a future Superman Batman game, something by Rocksteady. If there is a demo, if they choose to participate and provide a demo, I love the fact that I can do this on my Xbox. For games like you mentioned, I am the big wrestling dork because I cover it on my other channel. The fact that I could go and log in there on a daily basis, it changes it for me. It just makes it that much easier. I love that I can get things like any of the 2K games. I can get them wherever I go. So big win for me. I think it's great for fans. Again, it's on the Ultimate, so Game Pass Ultimate members, which I'm curious how many people are standard versus Ultimate, because I'm like, anybody we talk to in the ecosystem is Ultimate, like almost default.
Yeah, because like the Ultimate tier on PlayStation Plus is just giving you the PS 3 games,
Yeah.
the classics, right? And for me, the ultimate tier on Game Pass gives you, hey, you can play this anywhere. Anywhere you got a screen, you can play this game.
And as we talked about on the other show too, we've got, you couple this with play it anywhere, and you have it on your Samsung TVs and your smart TVs. And I know that's not for everybody. People say, well, I don't really care, but with everything coming, or news, everything breaking of Xbox releasing like a dongle, like a Chromecast style thing, plus the Samsung TV is confirmed that they're rolling the app out through there. Like you've said, it's more Xbox in more homes, and it's the ease of use of, I can play all of my games essentially. Because a player that's casual but sees the app or downloads it and opens it up, say on their Samsung TV, and they look at it and they log into their Xbox account and they go, oh, half my games aren't here, what's up? That's a barrier, right? When they can sit there and go, all I can see are these Game Pass titles, but I own 2K, I own Batman, I own these. Where is it? Why can't I play this? That eliminates it. Plus the demos is cool.
Jump in the buggy.
Yeah, the barrier
I'll
into
tell you the
entry
story
to
on
play
the
your
way.
games or play anywhere, anytime becomes negligible. So the fact that, like, for myself, I travel for work.
me
So
just
instead of having to bring a
the
console
door.
with me, I'm just like, whatever, I just got to bring a controller.
Is that key?
Yeah, and in whatever controller you
It's
want.
really
You
here.
can bring
Exactly,
your
and-
Xbox, you can bring your
We
Luna
found it for
cord,
you,
your
Papa
Luna.
Fernando.
Yeah, I don't ever have one. I
Look
will
at
ever
it.
have one. I don't care to
I've
have one.
never seen
I
a
could
video
either bring
like
my
that.
DualSense or I can bring my Xbox controller, or I can bring my Elite. But I would probably just bring an Xbox controller, and I have my iPad or I have my laptop. But if it has a Samsung TV in my hotel, boom, I'm automatically playing on that. I do expect the dongle to be announced in months to come.
Yeah.
And then that would probably be a purchase I have. I just have that dongle. I can bring it anywhere, and automatically I'm playing no matter where I am.
I feel like the dongle, and maybe it's a different conversation, but I feel like that is more, well, it's a bigger player, but I mean, I can just plug it into any TV and go. You're going to be able to get even more people. But Phil Spencer is pushing his dream and making it come true, where it's like play games anywhere. I did want to ask you, though, because it kind of shifts the conversation a little bit, but how do you feel like this all compares to what PlayStation's doing, what Sony is doing right now? Because we've seen the new Spartacus, the new PlayStation Plus tiers come out. There's game demos are in there that are available, back catalog of games. How do you think the two are kind of sizing up as it's kind of getting more and more similar?
It's kind of funny when in PlayStation 3 area, they brought out PlayStation TV after the Vita, and it was almost like they were ahead of it, and now PlayStation's catching up. It's like PlayStation was going with what the future was going to be,
Yeah.
and then stopped and was like, all right, you know what? No one's ready for it. And Microsoft straight up brought out a console that no one was ready for.
Yeah,
and
I was
the
gonna
Xbox
say,
One.
yeah.
So, and then the PlayStation 4 came out, and they were like, we're just going to do games because no one's ready for what we can see and what Xbox can see what the future is going to be. So now you have Sony catching up. That's all. I would say in the next 5 years, we're going to have two great services from both companies.
Yeah.
And as a gamer, it's awesome. Like, you know, it's just going to make it so much easier to play whatever game I want to play. I would assume, you know, if the dongle does well for Xbox, you know, Sony will bring out its own dongle and so on and so forth. And it doesn't really sound like a dongle. It sounds like it's going to be like a little box. Almost like the size of like the Apple TV, like a puck or something like that.
Yeah, I think because we've seen that with even teleco and TV providers, where they have essentially their additional streaming box. You have your core box, and they have just like a little tiny one, like a little set top that is just for streaming. So I can see them definitely just doing that. It's early too, but you know what? I started thinking about how even for families like both of us, it's in 5 years' time, it's making it extremely easy and accessible. That's the goal with things like family plans on Xbox, where my kids are getting older and my son is really starting to get into games. Like Minecraft is his jam right now. But you know what? Let's take Minecraft as an example. He plays it on the Switch because he likes handheld, and it's easier because I have the console in Daddy's room.
Now, my thought as soon as you got into this is this little puck, is it going to let me to like download one game onto it? So like if I'm
Fair enough,
traveling
yeah,
and my
but it's
daughter wants
cloud,
to play
right?
something
It's-
from, I know, but whatever. Okay, say I'm on my, you know, kids, we need to give them things to make them not
Sure.
complain. So if I could, we always download offline, you know, Disney Plus movies or
Fair enough.
YouTube stuff.
Are you going to get
anything for the car
100
ride.
gigs, or are you going to get 50
Am I
gigs?
able to download some small game like from friends of mine, Outright Games? Am I able to
Yeah.
download the newest My Little Pony onto this thing so that my daughter can play it? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm very curious to see what the future is going to bring in the technology. I think that we're far off from that. I think that it's just going to be cloud for now, and that makes sense. But this is a step in the right direction, allowing us to play our third parties. It's a great little. It's awesome. I think it's awesome. The Game Pass has got more value. They're adding more value to Game Pass. That's what they're doing.
And it seems like for a while, it's like, how are they going to be able to keep adding more value other than trying to beef up the library? But I think that this is, again, it's just the next step in all of it. And then it's going to be when the Activision Blizzard deal is all finalized and we're living through that in a couple of years where it's normalized under Xbox banner. We are sitting there and you're turning on your TV or your tablet or whatever, and you just play the latest Call of Duty with hopefully not much lag, but we'll see. It might sting a little bit until
it's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck for a while, but that's when they need to update internet. Anyways, let us know what you guys think of all of the Xbox news, the Game Pass updates. What say you? What are you excited to do? What games will you play in their third party and you want to play on the Xbox machine court? And do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.